Hello boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. You have entered the weekend reading for Friday, October 11th, 12th, and 13th, 2019. Just keep in mind that all of my readings are timeless. So if you go back into the archives and just explore something, you stumble upon something in that video could help you with something you're dealing with right now, okay? Blur the signs, the ages, and the genders. Oh man. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, I don't have a lot of time right now. I'll probably do this as an insert and then come back and do another spread tonight-ish. Sometime before the publishing. Okay, so, okay, I picked up, this is for like some one person. I picked up on a conspiracy against love. This is so bothering. It's going to keep bothering me. Sorry, guys. A conspiracy against love. And yeah, that's intricate. And worry destabilizes the mind. Someone I feel like is trying to figure something out, but you're not able to because you're worried. Sorry, I did that already. So they specifically channeled to me that worry destabilizes the mind. So you're not going to come up with a solution. That's what they want you to know. You're not going to come up with a solution if you're in that state of mind, if you're worried, okay? Also, tuning into your energy, they channeled the oracle from the Matrix, but she was humming. There's something about the vibration, very judgment sound coming out of the trumpet. You know, the vibration creating realities, creating like structures and like the whole sound vibration thing, but like through the oracle and the Matrix. All the while, I heard Sally singing her song from Nightmare Before Christmas. So, okay, let's see what the short, brief message is. If anyone wants to push your energy to the front of the line. Speaking of which, go to the item description and reread everything, what I'm doing. Oh, I'll save that for the end. But go back and read the website. Ooh. It's all going to be okay, guys. It's all going to be okay. No, but seriously, anything that you're worried about right now, see the thing that you're trying to figure out, you're trying to figure something out. It's like you're figuring out your strategy, or you're trying to figure out something, but you're worried about it. You care about it very deeply. I can feel that. And if this is resonating with this conspiracy against love, love will conquer all because love is truth. Love is a part of justice. I'm very happy to see that. The first card out, we don't even need any more. Honestly, we really don't, but honestly, everything's going to go great. Everything's going to actually, no, we'll continue. We'll just, oh, wow. The star and justice. Whatever is going on in your life, you're going to be okay. They're not even giving me lots of context. No, but if it's the conspiracy against love, if you're trying to be with someone and someone's trying to come between you, whether it's a parent, a sibling, a neighbor, an ex, and it could be an ex where it's, oh, we're still so close. We're still such good friends. I still care about you so much. No. 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 Yeah, if there's anyone coming in between you and this person, that's like, everything is being blasted. I love this. This is so my vibration. Everything being blasted away except love and truth and justice. But that's really what's going on here with this justice card. And then with this star card, we have purity. We actually have a return to purity, a return to, I don't want to say wholesomeness because it's not, for some of you it is wholesomeness where you feel like gross and grody and grimy, and this getting this justice makes you feel clean again. It makes you feel good and new and fresh and yummy and juicy. but like for your soul, like your soul feels better, and that'll help relieve your worry and your stress. You're about to feel so much relief with this justice being. It could be in the stages of being weighed out with the scales, or it could be ready for the sword to come down. Wow, I feel like someone took a chance at being vulnerable. And however that went, or maybe it goes well, but it's very much rewarded cosmically. Because these are two major arcana energies. Oh, I better keep an eye on the time. Hold on. I'm recording this Thursday. Okay. Okay, so I want another message before I speak. Too many cards. You are blessed. Like you're chosen. You're like a chosen one. But it's like a blessing, like like you are, ding, like a little magic wand, ding. Too many cards, I said. Do they want me to start clarifying? Or to pick from the middle? Page of Cups. There's about to be an overflow of emotion. This could be someone getting out of prison. For some of you, someone's getting out of prison. For some of you, you're getting married. For some of you, you're getting a divorce and it's like, freedom. I'm sorry. Some of you could be getting married. It's more than just expressing how you feel. There's real action here. There's real action behind this justice and this page. I want to start clarifying. I know I'm going to run out of time. I can feel it. I'm going to have to... I'm glad I packed everything beforehand, but I'll just like... rush out the door. For anyone who is worried about this conspiracy against love, the cosmos, the universe is on your side. It's on the side of love and truth, and you're channeling this love and truth and purity. So if you're worried about opponents and haters, saboteurs, and evildoers, jealousy, and all that's still going to be out there. But whatever this is, whatever really stirs your soul and is inspiring this emotional release, this emotional overtake, that's protected, because that's a very special energy. It's a very pure, it's a fountainhead. It's a fount of this star energy. That's really what's being protected with this Justice card. And it makes you feel like it really rouses your deepest emotions. Because it's healing you, it's in relation, you to it. Let's start with the Justice. Let's clarify the Justice, please. Okay, fine. They stopped me. They like... Actually, that's yours too. That's yours too. I tell you guys, I do what they say. I'm just the messenger. Being psychic is extremely humbling. So we have the Five of Staves. This is the fighting that needs to be this is the conflict. And luckily it's not the Five of Swords, okay? It's just the Five of Sticks, where people are just, it's not okay? And then these two are together, this energy. This is what's being protected here. The wounded warrior is protecting the boundary. Someone's protecting this precious, this, if it's that, it's the precious, it's the star, it's whatever this fount of inspiration or love or purity or innocence, for some of you wholesomeness, whatever that is, it's being protected. It is being protected really very much amidst all of this conflict. So if you're like, if this is prison, if you're worried about someone you love in prison, they're maintaining their strength and their will and their perseverance and their humanity and their personality. They're holding on to everything that they are amidst, warring factions and amidst strife of the prison system, the guards and everybody. So it's a very cosmic thing, like they're just protected, okay? Here we have the Emperor and the Hermit. This is our Emperor. This is an Emperor personality archetype. Doesn't have to be male, it can be female as well. But this is a person, a leader, a real leader. Like this is someone who has, oh my God. Sorry, I had a whole psychic insight. Sorry. They're channeling, so at the end of yesterday's reading, I was looking at the cards before I put them away and I got more downloads and I thought, damn, I already uploaded the video, it's already on Premiere, it's already going to be, so I didn't record the insert to follow. Well, here it is, because in yesterday's reading, and it may or may not correlate, this story could keep going or it could be a different energy. So you guys just take this and apply it to your life as it resonates, okay? Over here, we had that Emperor with that Five of Cups. And I was talking about, did you ever let someone live and regret it? So here we have the Emperor with the Hermit card. And what I meant to say yesterday after I was meditating and just sort of reading the cards a little bit further, sort of by accident, is that the Emperor, through overcoming that regret, is maturing into a real Emperor. It's someone that, it's like because of the ego, they were thinking that they were the Emperor, but actually they weren't. They were like half an Emperor. So what we have here in this spread, in this reading, we have an Emperor who has come into their own through their hermit work, through going within and healing and purging and all that stuff. They have their big boy pants on. Now they're the real deal. Ooh, real deal Emperor. I like that. So that's a different part of this, because we have someone who's really grown up like a lot, the Emperor that's grown up a lot, the real deal Emperor, and then we have this star character who is, it could be a child, it could be a baby, it could be something very innocent and vulnerable. I'm getting huge, because look, she's naked, any kind of nudity, dang it, I'm getting so into this, okay. Whenever there's any nudity in the tarot, it's always vulnerability and the strength in that. So we have her over here. We have double star, so double confirmation. She's already, her presence is just like, she's just like sprayed herself over this reading, okay? Whether it's a female or male or whatever this is. It could be a dog. It could be, you're divorcing and you're fighting. You two are fighting over a dog, okay? So just apply this as it goes. So this star, though, this precious, this very vulnerable energy here. This is, I swear to God, I bet it's for, yes, this is the Emperor's light. This is the Emperor's, oh my God, it's so clear when you look at it. Oh, why did my neck do that weird lizard thing? Oh, it's weird. Okay, so this little star in his lantern, I always say in the Hermit card, is the star card. So he followed this process of maturation, but he was actually guided by the guidance of this, whatever this is. This could be a piece of art, it could be a person, it could be a love, it could be whatever, but it was inspiring this Emperor. So this probably is a bleed through from yesterday. So you can, what was yesterday's called again? I forgot. Oh, You're Precious. So you can go back and watch You're Precious if you'd like. Some more backstory. Finally down here, oh, we have the Three of Cups with the Lovers. Oh my gosh, I'm glad this is a very succinct reading. Now we have the reuniting of the Emperor, the full-grown, real deal and the star. And I like this because it looks like the star is sort of under siege. Like right now she's being protected by the cosmos because she is stardust. She is of the sky. So I guess that's, universe has her back while the emperor figured his stuff out. Because the emperor wasn't like ready to protect her. There's something here, right? And they're separated. So now we see them coming together, like quite literally a reunion. A reunion between lovers. And that brings justice to the situation. Wow. Do I have time to do... All right, let's just push it. Let's do the star. The star, can we please clarify this? Get out of here, look. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's, I'm glad we see what happens. Okay, so now we've gone and clarified the star with the world and justice, double star. Congratulations. Because this is coming full circle. This star finally gets her justice. Finally, for being pure or honest or full of integrity or innocent, vulnerable, all those things that it's so difficult to be out in the real world, and all of the harshness and brutality and inhumanity and sarcasm and irony and vices and all of everything swimming. Remember how I said before, it's kind of amazing to me how so much that doesn't matter and so much that does matter can exist in the same space. This is someone or something that is all that really matters. It's just pure light and love and cosmos and inspiration and purity and XYZ. So coming back, you guys know that I connect it. So it connects right to everything that came before it about the star being protected. She's cosmically protected by all these major arcana cards. These are heavy hitter energies here. And they're heavy hitter, but they're like a heavy soft hitter. But more like a, and but really moving the energy along. So this star it's really, now I'm getting that feeling that she's sort of moving through life according to the wave of the universe. That's what's guiding her. And I say she, but it could be anything, remember. This star, that's the full circle. She was in this conflict, in this battle, and really caught, like, I see like a trap, like right over it. Like we have all these sticks, and I just feel like she's really literally sort of caged, but protected, but still kept from the emperor, which is why we have them reuniting. I wonder what the deal is with her. This thing, I feel like there's two blockages. There's a block that the emperor couldn't access this star because they had to do hermit work. And then I feel like there's actual strife and conflict around the star itself. That's hard. But you end up reuniting with your love. And for clarifying the star, we have justice with the world. I say have faith. If you're the star, you're already of the cosmos. Like you're already at the will of the universal. So I would say go with the flow. Keep doing what you're doing. Whatever that is. Authenticity. Being you. Aquarius energy. Novel too. It could be an invention. That would be exciting. But it's very clearly lovers with the emperor and then with this lover card. There could be travel involved. There could be anything legal will go in your favor. You can count on that. Let's clarify. Okay, let's do Page of Cups. Page of Cups, please. Can we please clarify the page? What do we need? Oh my God. You guys, I almost thought, let me just do this first. Okay. See this little notepad? Let me just, okay, so, I didn't know. Oh, wow, that was exciting. That's even more exciting. Okay, so now the plot thickens because we have the King of Swords and the Two of Cups, but I'm going to pick this up to show you because I didn't call it out psychically because I just didn't. But look at what this says here. It says use King of Swords, and then I have the download The download here is we don't ask for help because we'd rather cope better. That's a Capricornian thing. So with this King of Swords, with this Two of Cups energy, we're talking about someone who, oh my God, it's so perfect. Oh, the psychism is just, okay. So here we had a person who a masculine, dominant person who had to go through major pain and transformation and do their hermit work to come out enlightened. They were led by this, you know, this rainbow at the end of the tunnel, you know, pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, star character. Here we have, prompted by the psychic, I didn't even write down when I channeled this, sorry. Prompted by this psychic insight, we have someone who before wouldn't ask for help, tried to cope, do everything on their own, and then they had to learn that their coping mechanisms were codependent and like not healthy and toxic. So they learned through all that, and now they can enter into true partnership with someone. That's going to be expressed. That's what's going to be, that's what they're going to talk about. That's what these two are going to talk about. This is the Star and the Emperor. Oh, and I'm triggered with this King of Swords. Use King of Swords. We don't ask for help because we'd rather cope better. Except you think you're coping, but you're not. You think you're helping yourself, but you're not. And that's what's going to be communicated, that I couldn't do it. Oh my God, this is going to be beautiful, you guys. This is going to be gorgeous. Wow. And yeah, to clarify the page, and it's going to, like I said, it's going to be an outpouring of emotion. It's going to be an absolute outpouring. We don't ask for help because we'd rather cope better. Huge emotional blocks. I'm not going to ask for help, not going to ask for help, not going to ask for help. And number one, now it's outpouring, outflowing. He was able to do his work, this masculine energy. Justice all over the place. Justice, justice, justice. Justice for everyone involved. Justice for the masculine who was not able to cope healthily before, who was not able to open up, who was not able to do the hermit work before. Justice for the Star who has had to survive surrounded by conflict, strife. I see gates, like real blockages, like a gate, because this is the wounded warrior. So she's been protected by the universe, but she's still been, you know, just in the middle of things that she doesn't need to be in the middle of, and just caught up into all kinds of petty, dissolving little like side trail BS type situations, and you know, just a lot of fuckery, just a lot of negativity, but yet she's still like ding, you know, she's still bright. Justice for her because she actually gets, you know, jetpacked out of that situation, and they both get to come back together and be reunited and be like true counter. And we do have both soulmate energy cards for me. I mean, traditionally too in the tarot, but I mean, it's pretty clear. It's pretty clear. Justice for the couple, justice for both individuals. Oh, and they lived happily ever after. How wow. Yeah, I gotta go. And they lived happily ever after. This concludes this insert. I will try to hop on again later tonight. Bye. Hello everybody, and welcome to the next segment of the weekend reading. I was gonna do something totally different and just like let that little insert serve as your weekend, but I just didn't. I came back to the table. And okay, so I'm going to put these cards away now so that you can see me doing this on camera. I like to do this like when I'm doing a personal reading and we're doing multiple. I do this on camera to show exactly where the cards are going so that you know that if there are any repeats or double confirmation that they are organic and natural, and it's not due to poor shuffling. Okay, I know how to shuffle. Okay, I know how to shuffle. So okay, what they said when I was tuning into the energies, I was gonna just sort of start really fresh and new, and I just heard this voice. It was very small and very urgent and almost desperate sounding. It went pre-shuffle, pre-shuffle, pre-shuffle. And I've never done like a it just doesn't really occur to me. I don't have anything personally against them or anything. It just never occurs to me. So they said that. So what I'm taking that to what it feels like they mean by that. See how they're all evenly distributed? So INTJ, I know. what they mean by that is that spread that we oh, ooh, why did that just hit me when I got that? 11 11 4 of staves. Wow. So this is, ooh, they're showing me tectonic plates. They're showing me you know, like under just like the ground, okay? I'm not doing this well. The ground connect, you know what I'm trying to say, right? They're showing me land coming together. Oh, okay. So you know how Africa fits, if you put everything together, it fits, and you know, it broke apart and everything's separated. They're showing me land coming back together. I'm not even doing any of what they showed me justice at all. I'm sorry. But that's what they're showing me with this. They're showing me this, that King of Swords. We don't ask for help because we'd rather cope better. And then they went through their hermit work. That's what this is. That's what this is. They're giving it all to me. So when this person tried to like move life forward and like cope better and this and that, it didn't work. It was a temporary fix, of course, because we know it was just too traumatic and painful to deal with in the moment. But what they're showing me is that that's what was like cracking apart. That's what was breaking away from themselves. And with this star, the healing energy, they're showing me that now your foundation, look, now your foundation, this relationship, it feels cuppy, it feels relationshipy. It doesn't have to be. This can be, like I said, your mural, your job, your career, your whatever. But it's your relationship to that thing, whatever source, whatever fountain of purity you've found, tuck everlasting over here, where your spring of whatever, of immortality and youthfulness, whatever that is, that fount that you're drinking of, it's what's like gelling yourself back, helping you gel yourself back together, which is going to be your new foundation. Whoa. Yeah, so this is your pre-shuffle. This is just what I do. I know. It's very evil. Okay. So that was like your 20-minute pre-shuffle. Let's continue this story of energies. What is the message now? For some of you, this conversation, because it really does feel like it's leading to a conversation, because there's this outpouring, this bubble bursting, this, sort of, they're showing me fountains. They're showing me lots of fountains, like beautiful fountains. Very symbolic for the emotions, of course. Some of you are going through this now. Some of you are going to be going through this soonly. Interesting. What's the next message? I mean, I always feel like it's sort of, it's very different, just like on the psychic part, it's very different having no one to like have my focus on, to zero in on them, like not having your pictures in front of me. These readings are timeless, so it's like I'm pulling energies from all these different sources. Let me put it that way. Oh God. Interesting. Very interesting. We have the Ace of Cups, the Four of Cups, the Magician, the Four of Staves, the 11-11, we just saw this card, and the Knight of Cups, our Romeo card. I mean, just visually drink it in, guys. Look at all that. Can you see it okay? I mean, there's a lot going on here. This is very much our thread, our energetic. Ooh. This has been just an adventure of the heart, is what they're telling me. Well, we know this already. This is the Emperor that is reversing. They're trying to reverse this no. Trying to, not like they're wielding magic here. This could even be, this Emperor is quite the magician indeed, because we have the Magician in the very middle, and then on either side of him I see the Knight of Cups, Four of Staves, Romeo, Foundation, and then we have the Four of Cups, Ace of Cups, the Holy Grail on this side over here. It really feels like this person is working very hard to manifest this. Is there a block? And if so, what is it? Are there any remaining obstacles or blocks? If so, what is it? Are there any remaining obstacles? If so, what are they? Damn. It just possessed me to ask that question. And look what we've got. Okay. Is that what he says? That Bon Jovi song? Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, I always sing it wrong. Living on a... Anyway, so the world. When I asked about obstacles to this energy, like coming through, because you know, there's always there can be, and no judgments when people don't have it all together. Some people lose their nerve at the very last moment. No judgments. Okay, I'm sure we've all had that experience. Okay, so I was just like doing my little looking for it, and with the world as our answer, number one, if you're ever asking, or you know, tarot reading yourself and you get the world, it's a yes card, like automatically. The cards will have their own language with you, but I mean, kind of across the board, world is yes. So with this being the answer to the question about there being any obstacles or impediments, there are none. There are none. There are none. This magician, it's very, remember the magician takes power from above and through desire is able to like spin it into manifestation. They're able to actually, somewhere between here and here, you know, manifest something physical. It's very magical indeed to take that power and to create something from it. And what this person is choosing to create is love, stability, long-term happiness. It's very much foundation. This is a very much foundation. This isn't to this person isn't manifesting this because of an ego thing. They're not manifesting this because of the reason for this is true love and stability. I mean, it's really quite sincere is what they're telling me. There are no obstacles. This has been something, feels like this has been a long time coming. I mean, like 14 years, 30 years, 12 years. Okay, something that's like a big, heavy, you know, because all of us, you know, it's like, are we going to make it or are we not going to make it with like our sanity, our emotional health, our mental health, like all of that. So, and that's why I'm saying some people really can't do hermit work because it would break their mind. It would break them as people. They can't, they have, and it's not their life purpose. Not everyone is meant to overcome everything and achieve this. Not every lifetime is for that. Okay, so one example, they're giving me the story time now. So just, you know, I had a friend who's a past life regressor, and this client is, you know, at the time was just a guy in his 20s renting his parents' basement and just didn't want to do anything else, like just wanted to chill. Anyway, did a past life regression. He turned out to be a very high-ranking not even an official, a consultant to the Nazi party, had a huge part to play in the war. And this lifetime, as some 20-year-old dude in his parents, like, he was just here to chill. He was just here to chill. Okay, so some lifetimes are big and bombastic. You're a titan, you're this, you're that, you have all this to do. It's like, you know, and then some lifetimes you just need to chill, okay? So that's another reason why I'm a no judgment. Yeah, it's just been today. I'm a no judgment person because it's your soul. It's not even like it's my life, my body, your life. It's your soul. It's like your business. If you're gonna, you know, I'm gonna try to really live it up in this lifetime, in this incarnation, because it's been such a big hermit work lifetime, like spiritually evolved, that I mean, next lifetime I could choose to like show up. Who knows what could happen? I could end up in like living out of a dumpster in Rio de Janeiro and just chill. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you don't really know. So make the most of what you have in this lifetime, because you just don't need to put pressure on yourself. So if this is not, let me put it this way: if you're not being, if this doesn't happen soonly for you, because I'm telling, there's no obstacles, then one of two possibilities for this. And I'm a very results-driven person, so this is why I'm talking like this. Number one, this isn't your story, and it looks like it is, but I'm not channeling this emperor. It's someone who's not on this soul path, who's not doing the work, who wasn't doing the hermit work, that you're kind of like hoping they're doing the hermit work, but they're not. You should know if there's this full circle, if this issue or this, like I said, this rejection, if this never gets resolved, then this was either not that person that I was channeling for you, or, and this is worse, I am channeling that person and they failed. They failed a karmic agenda. They failed a karmic like test. Okay? So I'm gonna leave that right there and start clarifying, because we'll just be here like forever. Okay. Come play with us, Danny. Forever. What are you guys going to be for Halloween? They're telling me to do it individual again. I really want to just clarify the whole damn thing. We're going to start in order. We're going to start with the Knight of Cups, Romeo himself. What can you tell us about the Knight of... Oh my God, did you guys see that? I was wondering when this card was going to show up, because I thought there's only a matter of time before this energy manifests in one of these readings, if this story like continues. And here we are. Hold on, I'm sorry. Trying to, sometimes like crossing my legs, it's like. So the Fool is our big leap of faith. This card is taking a big chance. Now, this is wonderful, because our emperor was a mentally pessimistic and hopeless sort of jaded individual, and maybe didn't believe in love, didn't believe in being nice, didn't believe in anything that didn't serve his ego, la-di-dee, la-di-da. Look at the transformation. This person is now totally revitalized emotionally because of their holy grail, their world, their star, their wheel of fortune. What else would we call it? You know, all because of all of this good exposure to this. It's like really yummy. They've just been, you know, sipping it up. So it's really inspired and given confidence to this energy to step forward and start a really brand new beginning, like life altered, like the whole life, like I'm telling you, the stability is totally changing. They've outgrown, like maybe before the land masses were like stitched together with twigs and trees and like, I don't know. And now Now there's been a shift. And now there's this love coming in to really wipe all the crap away and to bring bring everything together with like the glue, like the real glue of love. That's what this is. They have this, it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's a confidence, but it's a confidence. The reason why it's called the Fool card, like, ha ha ha, you're a fool, is because this is the soul, this is your spirit before stepping down into your body, before stepping down into manifestation. And, you know, you've been through pain. If you're on the Watch Natalie channel, if you've been with me, you've seen a thing or two. That's why we can relate, you know. And before, if you're talking to a spirit who's never been in a body before, what would you tell them? Would you say, oh yeah, it's great, it's perfect, it's wonderful, you know? Or would you give them a heads up at how freaking terrible it can be? You know, this is when you just don't know that it could not go so great. You just don't know that. So there is a bit of, I don't want to say it's idealism. It's idealism. This is what this is. Very idealistic with this emotion. And it's the complete 180-degree opposite from how they used to think and feel. I can feel it. It's very like scary but exciting, but they know what they know now, because you can't manifest like this with the power of the magician until you're totally singly focused, until you know exactly what you want. And now they're using every tool in their toolbox to get it. They're ready to just jump off that cliff. There's also, is it a scorpion or the eagle? There's the Scorpio emblem on his little wallet right there. Oh, I love to say this about this card. The sun never reaches like the zenith, because then it would start decreasing in power. It always, just in symbolism, it's always approaching. It's always almost to the very top. Okay? Top. Someone liked how I said that. I heard you. So 4 of staves, the 1111, the foundation. That was quick. We have temperance. This is what's being healed. Healing. See? Literal healing. And there's major chemistry here between these two. If it's a relationship, roommates, living situations, if that's the case. If it's with work or career or creativity, it's timing. There's something about the timing that's just... Okay, so this really feels like the landmass is coming together with this temperance card here. Let's do the magician. Let's do the magician. So please clarify. Please clarify the magician for us, please. Please clarify the magician for us. Oh, look at... They don't know whether or not, they don't know how to lead with this. They don't know how to lead. If this is romantic, they don't know how to lead. They're wondering, if I lead with lust and sexuality, oh, is that going to be... It's like, how do I not... Oh, how do I come across? Oh, it's like, I feel like it's wondering how to come across. Like they're going to be they want to control themselves before they... Okay, so there's a third option. If this isn't resolving, because I feel like this is like a now energy now. But keep in mind, I did channel Requeening the Hive back like in May. I think maybe even April, May, June. I don't know, back then. So actually, I'll just take... I'm not the timing person. You'll have to find like the timing psychic if you want to find like dates, okay? But this does feel very, I'm just going to say it just feels now. So if it's not now, but it could be that he's or she's not yet decided on the approach, is what it feels like to me. I'm sorry, it's totally tweaking me out now. They haven't decided on if they're going to lead with this or with that. And I think I've channeled that a couple of times, that they're going to... We had one where they come in with a very complimentary, like a flattering approach. There was something with the 6 of Wands. And then there was another channeling. I remember by how it feels. There was another channeling that they are, I think it was like the same. I think it was even the Two of Swords. It's a little bit of, how do I approach this? How do I do it? How do I do it? So there's some mental, and this is a block, but it's going to be, let's get another clarifier for that. Because right now, for some of you, it's actually going to be where they overcome the block, where they blast through the block. And for others, this is blocking the lust trying to come forth, or the energy, the excitement, the momentum. Yeah, let's clarify the Magician, the Knight of Wands, and the, oh, come on, not again. No, I'm just not. Sorry. Oh, please clarify the Magician, the Knight of Staves, and, interesting, 2 more sword cards. This is this is very high strategy here. Whoever this is, they're taking this really seriously. That's not funny. I'm not laughing at it. But I'm telling you that this person, if this is, look at this, 2 knights. 2 knights. I feel like this person wants to rush into your arms. It's like, I don't know if you can relate to this, but for me, like, I never want to take a shower. Like, I'm never like, ooh, let me just go take a shower. You know, it's very like, you know, but when I'm in the middle of taking a shower, I'm like, you know, scrub it up, and like, you know, happy baby. But it's like, you know, it's just, I'm not happy until I'm in the middle of it. I don't want to start getting into this. I just want to, you know, so that's what this really feels like. It's sort of like speeding with the parking brake on. It's like, I want to jump into this. I want to run away from my conflict, from my sad history, from my pain, and I want to rush into the healing, loving arms, my holy grail, my entire world, my new beginning, my new life. This is literally someone's new life here. I want to rush towards, I want to run away from the horror, from the trauma. Oh, but, okay, so that is what this is. So this is what this is explaining for us. There's the 2 fastest knights in the tarot here. So this is clarifying, kind of giving you the power for this. So it is the reverse. It is the 2 of Swords that's kind of dampening this lusty energy, like ready to go, you know, because they really want to. It's like, but part of it is because they are trying to escape their old life, and not escape in the cowardly way. It's very, very important. And if you are the Emperor, I have to tell you directly, make sure you do this in the right way. Make sure, I know I get creepy when I get close. Make sure you do this in the right way, where you are being very respectful for everyone involved. It's just about doing it the right way, because I see that you very much want to exit the situation that you're in right now. Hold on, sorry. But just make sure that whatever loose, actually, I don't think there are any loose ends. If there are, tie them up, okay, before you, and I think you are doing that. I think, like, you know, you want to rush into this, but there are still, there aren't any obstacles. Let me put it that way. Like, I asked this question to see if there's any credible threats, okay, any like real obstacles to this coming together, because that star, she's that thing's like surrounded by conflict, but it's not really in danger, because she's like in the arms of the universe, this baby, this creative project, you're precious, whatever that is. So with this, you need more help, you need help. Hold on. This one has the answer. how should or will the magician manifest this? How will this be manifested? The owl. That was quick. Did you see that? The owl. Your intuition is correct. Follow your inner wisdom without fail. Oh! You clever little clover. First, look at the beautiful feather. And now look at the beautiful bird. Look at that cool bird. Oh my God, I dreamt of an owl this week. It was a baby. It was a baby little owl. I remember because the eyelids were really like... and I totally forgot until I saw this. Weird. Okay, so your intuition is correct. Follow your inner wisdom without fail. Without fail. Do this right. And I bet your intuition is telling you to do it right. To do it, not right, but just, oh. First, for the groups of you where this is separating from a toxic feminine, whether that's your mother or an ex who's like, oh, we're best friends and I care about you so much. And she's really just not wanting you to be happy, or he's just really not wanting any other guy to be with you. You know to take what everyone else, they don't care. Okay, I mean, they don't matter. Psychic slip, they don't care. Like really, truly, deeply about you. Okay, so if you are trying to separate from like a person, if that's like what you're running from, or just the pain, just make sure that it's all good. Just make sure that you're like, I don't know, like single, or make sure that if this is business, make sure, okay, if you're doing like joint ventures, or, you know, just protocols and etiquette, manners, communication, you're only responsible for what you say, not for how someone else understands it. You're not responsible for someone else understanding you. I know that sounds weird, but it's the truth. You're not responsible for coming up against a roadblock from, you know, someone with like a real mental illness, or someone who's so emotionally volatile that they are really lacking clarity, trying to explain something to them, trying to, elucidate the whole. You're not responsible for that. You can tell your truth, and then that's it. You can tell your truth and say whatever. Oh, they're channeling Blue Jasmine. Remember that scene with Alec Baldwin and Kate B? And she's not accepting it. Like, she's not hearing it. She's not hearing it and accepting it and letting the words work on her and letting the truth change things. It's like, oh, what did he say? Oh, I'm in love with the friend, whatever it is, whatever, you know, whoever he's leaving her for, she's not accepting it. Not his responsibility to make her understand it. Not at all. I mean, of course, that was not as good of an example because oh my gosh, 30 minutes? I will be right back. And we're back with more Blue Jasmine. So, you know, he ended up cheating on her in the movie, I'm pretty sure. This would be if you have not cheated and you want to leave and go into something, just be honest and communicative, and that's all you're responsible for. You're only responsible for telling the truth with love, which creates justice. If you deliver the hard truth kindly, you can leave guilt-free. Once you tell the truth, it's their responsibility. If they don't want to accept the truth and project lies, project villainy onto you, that's their business. It's not your responsibility. You don't need to feel like you're blamed or that you're wrong or you're an individual living your life. There really is something here about individuality and returning to who you really are, and everything kind of burning away, you doing your hermit work, coming full circle here. we're going to keep it moving, but just so you know. So as far as I can feel you ask some one of you asking me, well, how do I manifest it? How do I lead? How do I go in with this? Follow your intuition, which is just such a perfect advice. You just have to trust your intuition, just like just like you've trusted it to come get you out of this regret that you're going to come out of, like for sure when you come full circle for this. Follow your intuition with your lustiness or your enthusiasm or your excitement, and you'll be okay. It'll work. Let's clarify the Four of Cups. Ooh, man. Wow. You're getting it. You like won the lottery. You're getting it now. It's like it's going to be in front of you again, is what they're telling me. This cup will be in front of you again. This time you will take it or give it. Some of you giving, some of you taking. Comes back. Damn. The wheel. Turning the wheel. Everything you're manifesting. Following your intuition. What do you think your intuition is? Okay, it's like the wheel. It's like, you're channeling cosmic energy here. Okay. There's other stuff too, but let's move on to the Ace of Cups, the Holy Grail. Wow, they're really talking today. Ooh, damn. You guys ready for this? Did you see it? I didn't see it. My lightning's flashing across the sky. Take by storm, taking by storm, storms, something about taking by storm. Oh, the emotions, duh. This is going to be a torrent, or they're giving me a huge flood. They're giving me, this is going to be, so you see what he's about to jump into? He's about to jump into this cup of love. And when he makes impact with this love, this holy grail of relationships is going to be like a shock to the system. It's going to be like electric. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting. Wow. You try to escape. Okay, here's the thing. These people have built, one noble, one not noble. They've gone and left the village to build this tower to keep themselves safe from the lightning bolt. And it still found them. It still struck the tower. It still crumbled down. What that goes to show is that, number one, it doesn't matter if you're rich or poor, disaster strikes. And number two, there's no escaping. There's no preparing. You're in a stalemate mentally about how to go about this because you're still trying to control things a little bit. Ooh, that really got my eyeball. A little bit. You're trying to prepare. You're trying to build a tower. You're trying to protect yourself from the lightning bolt of love, and you just can't. You can't. How can you do something like that? You can't do that. It's gonna. Okay, so as much as you might try to do that, my dears, you just can't. You can't possibly prepare, or you see, you're trying to prepare here. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna hold my horses back because I need to calm myself down. I need to be stable before I go in. I need to be mentally, emotionally, physically. I need to be okay before I go into this. Because we know you just want to rush into it, and you want to go. You just want to like take a big, you know what I'm trying to say, take a big bite out of it. So I'm here to tell you that there is no preparing for it. There really isn't. You just have to, and this is what you're going to do actually to clarify the approach, the Knight of Cups. You're just going to go. You're just going to jump in. You're just going to dive right into it. I'll say a little prayer for you. Okay, so yeah, this is there's no preparing. I can't. They just keep. There's no preparing for this. Ooh, it's gonna feel so much better than even you're imagining it, is what they're giving me. I can feel what you're imagining when you fantasize. Oh, it's good. Oh, it feels so good. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Oh, they're telling me it's even better than that. You have no idea how great it's going to be. You're just going to, that's why you just got to jump in. Yeah. And even when you do, there's no, see, this is what's the calm, stable part, is that foundation, what this person is for you. But you have to go on this, you have to jump right on this crazy train, okay? And just let it take you by storm. That's what they were trying to tell me. My Meisner. Ooh. It's going to take you by storm. This relationship, this holy grail, it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be the new queen in the hive. The hives will naturally re-queen if a queen is not productive or producing great workers. Like the hive itself will and put in a new productive queen. So that's what this is. That's what's being, it's like you survived this, you survived, okay, with not getting enough, not getting what you need, right? And now you're just not even prepared, because you were living with a negative balance. You were never at zero. You were never, even when you were an emperor and you conquered some industry, it was financial. You still were below zero. You still didn't have an emotionally full or, satisfactory life. So you were still below zero. And even with a bunch of money, success, whatever it is for you, real estate, whatever, and it's like your whole life, and that's why I'm feeling like someone's just either very experienced, lived a lot in a short amount of years, or you're physically older. And that's why it feels like this. Like you're about to go from negative 89 for, let's say, 50 years of your life to like 199 positive, okay? You're out of the red, you're in the black, you're totally, it's just, and it's a shock to your system. It's a shock to your, they're showing me adrenal glands. Ooh. All of life is about to look just like more vivid, and you're gonna feel it's gonna actually, Tower cards are destiny points. They're really big pivot points here. It's there's no stopping it. Interesting. What I wonder is if you're trying to think about the best approach, you're trying to strategize this and manipulate it. You're trying to manipulate this whole situation resolving itself. I wonder if it's just going to happen for you. For some of you, yes, especially with this Wheel of Fortune. For some of you, it is going to be a very fate, destiny, where you jump on the crazy train, where you have a moment, you have an opportunity, and you take it. Some will continue to try to sort of like manipulate the how part of this. And even when you do that and you cover all of your bases of the how, even when you have this Wheel of Fortune moment where you rectify this about the past, it's still going to be earth-shattering. Last but not least, let's clarify the world. And please clarify the... what? Oh my God. I have to do what I'm told. They're all yours. 1, 2, 3, 5. Sorry. We have the Judgment. And this was on the top of another stack that I rejected earlier because it was too many cards. So this definitely is screaming to get out. Double World, clarifying the world with the world. Major, this is the rebirth here. 7 of Swords, strategy, common sense. Hanged Man, complete reversal of mind, of perspective. You're looking at things completely differently. Looking at things completely differently now. Nothing will ever look the same again. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. Ooh, we have all of the knights. All of the knights, you guys. Yeah, there's going to be traffic. That's what I got. I just got traffic. 4 knights, everyone, it's traffic. Okay. So, what is this? Oh, that's right. This was to ask if there were any remaining obstacles, and the answer is 9. 9. Aber vielleicht wir können This is really beautiful energy. Love leading the way. This person has surrendered to love. Yeah, this person is overcoming too much methodical thinking with this approach of how to organize, you know. But I think it's something they've been stressing about for a long time. At some point, whenever they realized they made a mistake, when that started and they pushed it down and said, no, I didn't, that was fine. And then it worked on that, you know, that this whole arc of growth here that we have, they had to have a complete 180-degree reversal of perspective, that Hanged Man energy. Otherwise, they weren't going to get let down to walk into the path that they're supposed to be on. I feel like the 7 of Swords is people around them. I feel like it took them a long time to come to this point because of, number 1, self-doubt. All of the knights are insecure. They just really had to have, remember when I was saying it was taking forever, you know, it did take forever because they had to, number 1, really figure this out. But number 2, I do get these little whispers, these little like opinions of others. And like I said, it could be family, it could be friends, it could be exes, it could be mentors, it could be, you know, all these people that are supposed to be close to you, supposed to be your people, you know. But when it comes down to it, this emperor, we already know they've been living their whole life a certain way with ego being the center of everything. So if all of those people were your wise counsel before, do they really know how to act around you and behave around you when you grow and change? Are they going to grow with you, or were they never really honest before and they were just manipulating themselves to be around you? Remember that King of Wands energy. Someone's always wanting something from this person. Someone's always like nagging on this. So I get a lot of nagging, actually. I get a lot of manipulative tactics trying to pull both of these people in different directions. It's like people didn't want the emperor to mature and grow up, and people didn't want the star to escape her cage. Really, I mean, on both sides, I just felt like that star with all those it was just like being hidden. Someone was trying to hide the star, keep that energy, keep that project, keep that job a secret, you know, something with that and then with the emperor, people were trying to keep this emperor from learning the truth. They were buying into the lie for so long. Everything operates a certain way. okay, now he's, you know, or she, you know. So I feel like that was weird. I feel like this is what they've conquered, what the emperor has overcome. They've overcome caring what other people think. Why am I getting that with this? It's all the Seven of Swords. It's deceitful. Remember, everything that's not truth and love is not real. Anyway, so they're overcoming all of that, the stagnation, the really, really sort of insecure approach, you know, all of this, they're overcoming it in order. And here's the thing, they've heard the sound that they need to hear. They got a phone call, they hear a voice, they hear a song on the radio. I really feel like it's either eyes, something they see, or something they hear. That's it. I'm jumping. I feel like they're going to get a prompt, like a universal prompt to dive in. Some of them are going to orchestrate it, and some of them it's going to be orchestrated for them. But there is a little bit of both for both groups of you. I can't tell the you know, because there's two groups of you. I can't tell what weighs heavier. Some of you, with the orchestration and the fate and destiny, it's going to be a little bit of both. And for some of you, it's going to be more fate and destiny and less control of the people involved. And for some of you, it's going to be spearheaded, directed by people involved, kind of supported by fate and destiny. So it really depends on the people that these people have around them, or the people that you have around you regarding you and your precious, you in this project, whatever this is. This is paying on your karma. This is a life well. This is actually the end of your life. This is the end of that old life. Like, it feels death. It feels like that life is so gone, because the judgment is actually the end of your life. It's the spirit being summoned out of the coffin, out of the body. When Raphael blows that trumpet, the soul rises and goes up. And that's when everyone kind of gathers around the big TV and says, okay, roll the reel, roll Natalie's reel. What'd she do with her life? Okay, what did you learn? What was your experience? Oh my God, it was so painful. Okay, what did you learn, Natalie? Soul Natalie, what'd you learn? That's what this is. It's that moment of, what did you learn? You learned that it was painful. Okay, what else? What else? That's this moment. So it's like this person, and this really is coming back to the emperor. That energy is the one that has all this like super work to do. We're not getting a lot of the star. But what this person had to do was kind of pretend like it was the end of life and look back on their life from 0 till now and see how it went, and really take stock of it, see what they've learned, see what they want to do. You know, it's this like real ending of an epoch. Like, I can't stress that enough. And a real super birth. But this is like a big, powerful birth. This, like, what's going to take its place is just super big and powerful and important and life-changing for you. So it's a big spiritual push. I don't know how this is playing out like in your life, but spiritually, energetically, it's playing out super huge, where it's a really big deal for you. So bravo to you again. But yeah, there's no more obstacles. There are no more obstacles. This is like that last look back, the bittersweet, maybe not look back at everything, because we're literally on the precipice of the next chapter. Okay. Wow. They're bringing me back to the owl. Your intuition is correct. Follow your inner wisdom without fail. Okay, my dears, I'm going to leave you with that. Follow your intuition. I'm just here to help you. Okay? All right, everyone, boys and girls. Hold on. going to feel so good. Just keep remembering how good it's going to feel. Don't feel guilty about any other things you have to tie up or let go of. It's part of closing this out. It's part of closing out this cycle. Remember, a lot of you are dealing with someone who monetarily supported people and who was financially abused. So keep that in mind, that if you're telling someone something they don't want to hear, you're not responsible for them. You're not responsible for them, you're not responsible for anyone else's happiness. Okay, my love? Okay. Have a great weekend. If you need that's what I was going to say. Okay, the reading is concluded. This is the housekeeping. So with the readings, I'm trying to catch up, right? And I keep getting more in and more reading requests in. So what I decided to do, I really don't want to raise prices. I really don't. So instead of separating people by who can afford what, I'm separating people by who can wait and trust in divine timing, and who can't or don't want to add a rush. So the readings now have a 30-day wait list. Yeah. It's a lot of people. So if you are needing a reading with me, feel free to reserve your place in line, and I'm going to work my way to your reading. And I'm thinking of publishing a list on my website of like a first name and last initial in the order that I'm receiving orders, so that people can see me working through the reading, so that they know when their reading's close or up next. Let me know what you guys think about that. If there's a privacy issue, let me know what you think. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. So it's also more value for the reading itself, because what happens sometimes is that I'll get a reading request for a relationship, and by the time the reading comes around, I check in or they message me and they go, you know what, it fizzled out, I don't even care anymore. What I really want to know is, how can I be more psychic, or what do I need to know about in my life, or it turns into something like far more interesting. And I also like to see when people trust me and understand what I'm doing here, and understand that I'm a real psychic, and that I'm doing this work to help the collective and help to raise vibrations. So I like working with people who know me and know me through the channel and trust me with this. I understand that the whole psychic tarot reading, like, there's a lot of scammers out there. You know that I'm not. And let's just take out what we know about me. Let's just take out that and go pure logically, everybody, logically. My brand is integrity. So, like, don't I have to? Like, wouldn't it look so weird and bizarre if, like, I just never fulfilled any orders and just, like, took everybody's money and ran away? Like, like, it just doesn't make any logical sense. So, for the people that are super tweaking out about readings, I've actually talked to all of you already. I mean, I always make sure to touch base with people that are tweaking out. So what I'm not predicting, what I'm just mentally thinking is, if you're waiting for a reading from me and you do not want to wait 30 days, and you do not want to wait, or you don't want to add the 24-hour rush, I'm thinking probably there's going to be a group of you who don't want to wait and will surrender your reservations, which ironically enough will shorten the line so that everybody else will get their reading sooner. So just send me an email, put refund in the subject bar, and we'll just get that handled. I've only processed one refund for a woman who didn't want to wait 2 more days, and I wasn't about to you know, be verbally bullied into pushing someone ahead of the line. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing. It's actually ending up to be a bit of a natural boundary creator for me as a psychic to filter out energies that are just not, I want to channel that energy if you're like, so make sure you're okay with that when you book a reading with me, that you bought it, you have it, it's yours. I respond. I really do try to do as quick as I can. Like even in the morning when I'm waking up, I'm trying to save my morning emails till I'm like out of bed. Anyway, so just keep that in mind, and that will help. That'll help. I really think that'll help like everything, because then I'll be better with the YouTube videos in November. And that wait list won't stay 30 days. Like it'll, you know what I'm saying? I'll update it as time goes on and as things fluctuate. So you can go ahead to theartigan.com/shop, theartigan.com/tarot, and read and get more information. And there's some places on the sites where it says 7 to 10 days, and I have to go in and I have to do more web work to get that taken off. So just understand that moving forward, as of right now, it's going to be about 30 days. Okay, guys? Maybe sooner, provided these other people kind of surrender their places in line, and then we can put everyone up front, okay? That feels better to me, because then that gives everyone a chance at guidance and my help. And I'm here to help people, and I'm not here to make it so expensive that people that need help can't afford my help, but they see me, they follow me, they listen to me, they're connecting with me. I just don't want to do that. I want to be accessible. So for all of you that are trusting in me, that I'm not like running away from home with your money, it's which is funny, but it's not funny. But thank you for understanding and for supporting my ethics. So there's that. I think that's the only, the October calendar is up. It's just pretty simple. I'm going to come out with November readings over the next few weeks, not this week, but, over the next few weeks to get a head start into November, because I still want to have like all reading. I want all the bi-weeklies for all signs, and I want monthlies for November. That's like my personal goal, and the dailies. I'm going to keep Cab Corner. I'm not bringing back Sex and Love on Fridays. So we'll see if I can really make it in November. Okay, everybody? Well, take care again. I'm rambling now. Have a great weekend. Love you forever. Bye.